Hello everyone, look what we have today. See that? That's beautiful because it involves perspective. So look how to tackle this. That's the action line. First of all, a line coming through, which is this one. Then you have another one here. There you are. So it moves. And look how the foot comes ahead. Trouser. Either part of the start again. Okay, dropped it. That's what happened when the camera is way too close. Well, I said you have the angle of the head, the tilt of his head, which is there. Then shoulder. I said this, which is this is spine. Let's bring that further up. It's not bothering me. Spine at the back. There he is. Then you have his elbow, hand, and trouser, knee cup, and shoe. That's totally perspective, everyone. So let's tackle that shoe here. There you are. It's all dark. That's this line here at the top. And the shoe comes. There you are. And it moves up a bit. The line moves up. So it goes like this, and then the heel. So let's tackle. I'm getting closer to tackle this. Getting more attention on the trouser here. Then you have the knee, his calf with folds. Then you have folds here again. And you have his hand. His hand in the shadow here. Now let's see where the middle of the whole image is. Leave this, and then the middle. 1, 2, 1. That's the middle of the whole image. Is from his shoe to the hand. I'll show you. Shoe to the hand, and then hand to the top of his hat. That's the middle, and the width is, wow, knee cup to the shoe. That's the width. Knee cup to the shoe. So let's go for it. Well, first of all, the middle. As I said, that's the hand, hat. So shoe, hand, hat. That's where the middle is. So let's go for it. That's the middle, so that's where his fingers will be. Index. And then his 3 more fingers showing here. And you have this part of the hand in light. Lit off, lit up. And you have the shadow here. This V shape here. Another one there. And that is way off. This is way off the shoe, so it's there. Then you have his collar and his. Let's get it there. Okay. Collar and the fold here. There we are. Get this close a bit more. And then get the tilt of the head. roughly mouth and nose. The line for his, see that? Let's go and concentrate a bit more on the portrait. That's quite interesting. You got the nose here, mouth, beard, hair, eyebrow line, and they got a hat. There we are. No, eyebrow line, as I said. Nose, shadow, and then the beard. As we said. The jacket. You got the fold here. The strong shadow, which is this one here. And the fold on this side. This triangular shape here. This triangular shape here. Then you've got plenty of folds here. Then the whole structure of his arm here. Then you have the other hand. Look, they're close, but not too close. The vertical line from his nose goes straight to his mouth. So from his nose goes from his nose straight down, 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 down. The middle of his hand. Nose, middle of his hand. It's not. So let's move the nose back here. Middle of his hand, the nose should be then here, not there. So move the nose down here. Eyes there. Sorry for that. Okay. Then you got the, as I said, move the nose, move the nose here. Eyelid. Hat. Ear. It's quite. Ear, well, I've gone too large, too wide with the ear, I think somewhere here. Quite prominent ears. And then move his beard lower here. And then, now that's almost very, very weak line. Put something like this. Got the hand, see that? And then the hands just moving this way. There's a distance between the two, both hands. Well, first of all, let's get that clear here, which is from the tip of his, from the nose to the hand. It's a vertical line. Nose to the hand, vertical line like this. So you got 4 fingers here. Hand moving this way. I mean 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I mean. Okay. Lower knuckles, something like this. Upper knuckles. And then the hand there. Then you have this. So it's quite complicated. But I'm trying to simplify it. Simplify the whole image. Now you got this here. Look, top of his kneecap here is above his. Wow, so that is, look at that. That's the middle here. We said middle, end of his hand is the middle of the whole image. So end of his hand is the middle of from the shoe to his hat. Now that, which is his kneecap, is quite high, and possibly is as high as that. Not possibly, definitely. That means that makes me the hand needs to be moved way above here. See how we work with all these things? It's a complicated image. So let's move then this kneecap here, trouser here, and you've got a line coming this way, which is really close to the end of his arm. You got another one coming this way, and then the shoe hanging about here, way above this. So somewhere here, the shoe. There we are. Now both trousers are colored, so give it a tone, give it a darker tone. Okay, give it a darker tone here. There. Another one here. Another one here. And a little bit whiter there. There we have it. And now the kneecap above this. The kneecap here. Look. Horizontal line goes above the hand. There it is. Folds. Folds, hand here, and this kneecap is the one which creates the shadow here. See that cast shadow? Kneecap creates that shadow, and that aids the hand. The whole hand is within a shadow. So, as I said, let's keep it simple. It's a difficult image, and it has to do with, well, perspective. So let's put it into practice, what we've learned. And foot, shoe, that part of the shoe is, I'm talking about, it's an elegant design here, so I don't want to spoil it. Make it what we see as much as we can. The heel is higher. Look, it's way higher, the heel of the shoe. There. Most likely there. Way above the end of the shoe here. And you got the white socks. He's wearing white socks. You got the fold of the jeans. And the fold, massive fold, look at that. And then you have it here. Okay, let's keep going with that, because it gives the whole energy here. It's this foot and the other one there. The trousers more than anything. Give plenty of energy onto this image. Hand, give it a tonal value, darker. There. Now, okay. I think I could give a little bit of a, again, tonal value to to his jacket, really. Why not? Just darken the whole thing. The side of the charcoal. Just the side of the charcoal. That creates kind of a putty rubber effect. Just gives a very, very dark tone to the whole thing. Creates a very nice dynamic here. Working on this fold again, trying to keep it up and where it is. See, and the whole of his jacket, whatever that is. Then you have the hand, but the hand is defined not by the line of the hand, it's defined by the shadow of this part of the jacket, which is this one here. And then you have the shadow, the cast shadow of his kneecap. Darker. That's the design of the shoe. I mean, of course, I don't need to get too involved with it, but it's nice to do a little detail here. Why not? If we can. You got the white sock. That's the shadow of his folded jean. Folded jean here. Said he's got color. Look, the jean is, I'm giving color to the jean. As you can see, working a little bit that gray tonal value that the jean has. Trying to get this. See that, those little folds here, look at that. Okay, so you have the they're beautiful. So I'm trying to, don't want to be too precise with it, but to replicate as much as we can here. And then you have the fold of the jacket where the jacket ends here. And then, as I said, the cast shadow of the jean here. A little bit involved again with the folds here. See, not doing all the folds we see, but doing few major ones like this one being turned. That shows the way that the jean is being I mean the design, not the designer, but the way that it's been look, all these little highlights that I'm doing here. Look, that highlight in the middle. Now this is a fold. See the fold here? Then you have that highlight. That's nice to add here. Look. See, that's light within the turn of the jean here. turning the chin here and then that highlight here. So this one here. There you have it. And then here. All the white soak. And the white part of the turn of the folded chin here. There. This one. And the folds which they move up on the right hand side here. There you are. And there you have the shoe. And the fold here. You see that one? Here as well. Highlight there. All this, see all these beautiful folds coming around here, look. There you go. And give it a bit of light on the hand, on the upper part of the hand here. This one here. And then, again, look, there are hundreds of lines here, which we cannot do all of them, but we can do a few to give the impression of different material, different texture. Here. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. Up here again. Highlight on the folds. This one there, and folds coming from top to from top up. Well, from up down. Top up here, down there. There. And then let's work on his face a little bit. Got white beard. Dark. You got the fold here. Folds. That major one. That is really dark here. And what's interesting is his nose here, which pops up a little bit. Quite a lot, actually. Well, first of all, there's an angle there. Angle. And the nose is above his collar. So the collar is here, nose is there, just it's above. There. Then eyes. Forehead is quite large. And it's been lit. There, here. See, I'm not going to work on all the dots of the hat. That will be completely unnecessary. And you have ear, neck. I guess the nose needs to grow a bit. Wider and larger. Now I think Patty will do better here. Patty Rabbit will do better here. That's the nose. Highlight on the nose. Eyes. Cheek. Forehead. Bit of wrinkles here. And then white beard. Obviously I cannot work with all the white beard here, but it's something like this. You know, work on each and every different I mean hair, white hair there. That would be wrong to tackle each and every hair, but you need to tackle more the brightness of it, the grey hair, the general grey, not particular lines or particular the individual hair. Now, as I said, the tip of the jacket, the collar goes right at the mouth line, so I need to clear that off, give him a bit more longer neck, bring the ear further up, cut that here, cut that there. Highlight here, a bit brighter, There you have it. Bit more color on the jacket. Okay, that is I'm talking here, I'm here, down here. And these are all the little folds. And then let's work on the hand a little bit more. The hand is there. Index finger, middle finger, ring, and small finger. And you have knuckles up here. Then again, more folds here. More folds there. I can lose a few lines there. There's no need to be very precise. It's actually quite indistinguishable from the background, this area. So it just becomes one with the background. And you got the zipper. By making the zip this way, making the zip this way here. Move it up and down. You create a lot of, by moving the zip, the middle zip, you create lots of volume. That suggests volume here. And then a bit of neck. He's wearing quite a few clothes underneath. Now, squint your eyes and you will see, not to get confused, in the whole figure you need to do that constantly. Squint your eyes and you have that light area, you squint your eyes, you have that dark area here. Dark, well, that's darker, and this is a middle tone. That's a lot lighter, and that is lighter than that. So dark, less dark, middle tone, half tone, well, almost the same as that, especially here with that, and then a lot lighter here. So let's work on the top of here, like that. And then you go, oh, that's the chair. All right, now I got it. Look, that's the chair that he's sitting. That's what it comes to. That highlight here, which is the metal of the chair, and let's brighten up. Here. There you go. Add fold here, and then highlight here. I'm talking about this fold. Don't forget white socks. There you go. And as I said, his heel is quite high up. And let's do the chair, because obviously it looks like he's floating on air. Chair. There you have it. Not too dark. That's totally perspective, you see? That's a perfect exercise for perspective that we've done previously. Now, with a brush or stump or brush, look, highlight on the fingers. And just give him a little bit of that dark tone all across. I'll come back to his portrait. Now, in a while, soften all that. Soften his cheekbone here. There we are. A bit darker. All right. Now I'm going to use a pen. So let's not make anything. Pen doesn't work here. It's the putty. It's the. Well, I'll need actually. I need a bit of that. Get it closer there. Zoom in on his portrait. Yeah, shadow, and lip. Darker tonal value there. And let's got enough with his head, so let's go back and do a little bit of hand here. I'll go back to the head. So when you get rid of, or you get tired with the head, instead of stopping, you can go and work other areas. And then you clear it in your head. You clear it in your head how to tackle it. You can always watch it. As I'm working here, I can never look at that, and then thinking of what to do next. So it's not that I'm leaving it without paying any attention anymore, but I'm constantly looking back and forth and saying, what do I do now? You know, what's next? And the chair, look at that. The metal bit coming through here. Here's his folds here. Okay, that's the white metal chair. As I said, is, and then you have the shadow, cast shadow, cast shadow. There you have it. Okay, now going back is, as I said, back to the portrait. His eyes are half closed because he's in the sun. It's been lit by the sun. The sunlight is really strong. Cheekbone here. Neck. There you have it. Okay. Again, back and forth, back now with the putty. Highlight his cheek and nose and forehead. Highlight on his eyes, half closed. There you are. Moustache, white beard. Forehead. See, the hand creates a nice cast shadow here. There you go. That's the folding of his jacket, light jacket, and his chin here. Move that down, move that area down like this, and then have this. There. And now brighten up his hand a bit more, where the knuckles are here. And back and forth with the fingers here, brighten it up a bit more. Index finger, middle. There you have it. Okay. This hand needs to go a bit larger. And I know where it needs to go larger. As I said, keep an eye, it's quite high up here. Look, it's at that fold here, you see? The level of the hand, his right hand, is at that fold here. This one. So if I light that a bit more, I need also to make the hand, to bring the hand up here. There. Move the fingers together, or closer together, not together, but closer with each other. And then brighten that up. Highlight his trousers a bit more. Okay, I think he's all right. Not too bad. Darker shadow here. His hat. His ear is massive. Keep an eye on the ear. I mean, massive compared to the others. Out of the nose. Bring back his eye, because I lost it a little bit. Bring it back his eye there. Because the portrait on me is really small, so don't want to get too much involved with the portrait, to be honest. It's more the gesture, the whole thing. It's a gesture drawing. Calf. This here is quite an important issue here. In an anchor image, an anchor, as I always say, anchor point. Look, it goes really close to the kneecap. Yeah, that's the jacket here. Shadow the jacket, and then brighten up his. Not sure if that's called jacket, but I'll call it jacket. Again, move it back with the background. You can merge it here with the background a bit more. Creates a nice warm atmosphere. Back and forth with those beautiful shadows here. Getting his chin a bit darker. And his white socks and black shoes. Oh yes, the end of the shoe is really in the middle of. Look, the beginning of this shoe is, if you go upwards, right there. So it's here really. Yes. As I was thinking, something doesn't go right here, or doesn't look right here. And it's this. Okay, so far so good. I think I need to clear that up to make sure that this is the end of the shoe. So it's about composition really. It's not a portrait drawing, it's a compositional drawing with a lot of perspective. As you can see, this foot is the one which is the closest to us, and we need to show that that's the case. So all the skills that we learned in perspective so far, they all apply here. That moves about, see, lose that line. The heel there. White socks, now white socks here as well. Yeah, get rid of that dark here, and then you have the highlight of, look, this one, as I said, the turn of his chin, the fold here, the highlight here. There. Okay, what else to do here? I think we need to emphasize this a lot more. Especially this. That's a nice fold here. And it just anchors your eye. You cannot escape that. It focuses your eye a lot. There you go. And you have the highlight here. The hand. There's a distance between the hand and the top of his trousers. Push the hand and then highlight this. See the highlight here? The fold here. Then move, highlight the chair, which comes, you see, the structure of the chair comes here and then appears again here. Don't forget that. Now here, I can break those lines and then merge them with the background. Actually, I can do the same on his face, really. They don't have to follow the rules that I see here. I can do my own thing. But it has to work. And what I mean is I just lose that line here, look. See? So his forehead, so his beard becomes one with the background. Now, a little bit more highlight on the cheek. There you go. As I said, there's a tiny amount of light here coming through on his eyes. So I don't want to get involved too much here because there's not much I can do. It's a very small portrait. Look, some folds just to keep your eye here. And then folds here. There you go. And folds here as well. It's not finished. I will have a break and I'll continue a little bit later on. Hello again. Now let's go back and do a few more things to this one, to this amazing sitting figure, which is, I would work a little bit more on the shoe. I think it will give more oomph. It's interesting to do the shoe here and create the perspective that is needed here. As we said, it's a very, very perspective orientated drawing, and this is what that's what I've chosen, that's why I've chosen it. Very interesting. The fold here. See what I'm getting into? Look. There you go. And then this that little line all over his trousers. Look. That, if you do it, it's not a straight line. Look. If you follow the folds, this will what's the word? This will emphasize the folds, that line coming all through it. You see? I'm talking about this one. That's interesting. But as I said, if you do it a straight line, then it creates the impression of very smooth surface. And this is anything but smooth surface. The gin, look. All these twists and turns and all these beautiful folds all around here, and that shadow here is important. Let's emphasize that a little bit more. There you have it. And that line here. Now coming back to this. And what I've missed here is this. Is the fold of the jean here. This one. So let's work on it a bit more. And that main fold here. There you are. And a little bit of light. Look, see those two main, well, there are three, but I don't want to do everything I see. We're not, again, I don't want to do a carbon copy of it. Maybe because I cannot do it. That's one thing. But if I could do it, I will spend who knows how many hours. And that's not the point. It's to be inspired by this beautiful drawing. It's a drawing. It's a drawing, yes. And that is another thing that I would not do here. It's again partly because I'm not really interested, or maybe, well, I've done it when I was a lot younger, to work on hyperrealism. And it's not the point here. I would like to inspire on this image. There's something slightly different, a bit more individualistic approach. That's an amazing drawing, though, must admit. Very talented. And again, working after other people's successful pieces, we learn from them. We learn from them a lot. And then we are getting into and creating without even noticing our own style. We all have a style, all of us. And that's how you know it, by working after other people's portraits or masterpieces, and then seeing that you are creating your own artwork. Look, what I'm actually tucking in here is the shadow of his nose. Cast shadow of his nose. A little bit highlight on the upper part of his eye, and let me see, let me concentrate a bit more on here. So you can see, I've got my neighbors. My neighbors. They're noisy. Okay. Then you have forehead, cheek, this is the light area, the left hand side, that's the light area, and a little bit of highlight here on his hat. Look, see, sharpen up, and then highlight here. There you have it. And giving him a little bit of that look, saying, you know, come on, yeah, what we were saying, it's a bit like, you know, still thinking of something. Now again, it's such a small portrait, look how small that is. It's like my thumbnail. So again, it's hard to to pinpoint very detailed features, but on the other hand, it is not a portrait, it's a figure drawing. So there's a difference there. Now a little bit less lines here. That line here, I'm softening it, move it, lose it, not move it, lose it. There's no need for that. That's the same here. And then that is his index finger there. There you are, that's better. See, it works as a unit. See, now I can, that's Milo, that's my dog, sorry. It's not me with high heels here, it's Milo. Oh, not again. Anyway, it works like a unit. Now I'm highlighting more the knuckles. Here you are. That's a good one. And then wrinkle on his middle finger here, and you have the ring finger. There you are. And then another knuckle here. Okay. Now let's go to the other hand. A little bit more detail, and we are done here. Now let's move that fold a bit further back so it gives him more hand. Oh no, again, not again. There you are. And knuckle here. This is the line that I've done just a few minutes ago. Highlighting the folds a bit more. But before I do that, I can go with a general darker tone, soften the whole area. Oh, Milo is back and forth. Okay, and then you see, so soften the whole area, and then come back with lighter lines. There you are. And then the fold here, another fold there, and again darker, darker here, up to the main fold here. On his jean. And then just tiny, tiny little highlights. There you are. Okay, hand, a bit more on the hand. Tiny bit more work on the hand. Just highlight the knuckle bones and the skeleton, the bone structure underneath the hand. This is important also. Darken that. And here as well. I think it's going to be large. I'm focusing too much on the hand now. See, that's what happens when you focus too much on one particular feature. And I'm sharpening a little bit my charcoal. The edge of the charcoal. There you have it. See, when you focus too much on one particular feature, then the hand goes larger. So always check what is going around the hand, and check the measurement, the width of the hand with the face, how big the hand is. The hand covers the features of face features. We've said that many times. So start do that. Check it. Okay. A few more folds here. And we're done. And then going back again, back to the shoe. Maybe a bit darker, why not? Give it a bit more darker tonal value. There you are. Just done that, sharpen the charcoal there, so I can incorporate that shadow to a wider ambience here and give it a little bit more of a warmth, warmer tones, and slightly darker values here. Okay then, I'll see you on to our next video. Next video, which I'll see what I'll do next video. A little bit more beautiful design of the shoe, a bit more exclusive. Move it up. That gives the impression of, again, perspective and movement. That's nice. A bit darker. And a bit darker here. Okay, not much more details because it will spoil it. I want to keep it fresh like this. There you go. I've done him a little bit of a wider. That trouser is a bit wider than there. But it works. Although some might consider a mistake. Could be, but I think it works because that's what is more emphasized here now. It's a lot more emphasized as it is here because it's perspective. Okay everyone, I'll see you on the next video.